The focus of my practice is corporate and securities law with a focus on corporate governance and corporate secretarial and continuous disclosure because I'm in-house with Cenovus and in-house that's really the emphasis in those areas. And I kind of fell into it, to be honest. I started out as an energy lawyer in private practice and also practiced banking. And then when I went in-house, the company that I went to at the time had a very small legal department, and we're looking for someone to run all of corporate, essentially. So I ended up doing that, and very soon thereafter found myself appointed corporate secretary. Quite surprising to even me at the time because I was quite young and not a lot of experience at the firm in that, but turned out that I loved it. And so I ended up really, really loving that area of the practice and all of the in-house corporate focus that I got in that. So I think the really cool thing about practicing in-house is that you end up working with a lot of different areas. So you're working with engineers, and I work in an oil company, so you work with engineers and geologists and lots of other professions in the course of your day. So you're not, unlike the firm, which where I was working with all lawyers, and we do have a large legal department, and so you still are interacting with a lot of lawyers in my role, you're interacting very directly with very senior professionals within the organization from a number of different disciplines. And so the really cool thing about that is that you have to learn a lot of different ways to communicate in ways that appeal to the various objectives of those different professions. Certainly, I think brings a lot more also to your own perspective too. But I would say in-house, you end up really bringing it back to the business in a way that, of course, you do at the firm, but you understand the business from the inside. So appealing to those client groups and understanding their concerns from their professional perspective is really critical. So I think really focusing on that, always having really open line of communication with your client group or groups, and making sure that you're really understanding their objectives and what their end goals are. So I have my pro bono work with the RCMP Foundation. I act as pro bono corporate secretary, which is a great opportunity to bring my professional skills and pro bono legal advice to this wonderful organization that does so much work in the communities across Canada, especially with youths. And I really loved having the opportunity to be part of that. And I've also worked with In the Lead, which is a program in Calgary that matches business people as mentors and coaches with at-risk high school students, which has been one of the most rewarding experiences in my career. Seeing a high school student who, was really struggling with confidence, and to see her really grow, and we've spent 3 semesters together, and the amount that you learn from these students as you are supposed to be coaching them, and then realize that you're learning as much, if not more, than they are through the whole process has just been incredibly rewarding.